Greetings and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of Game Explorers. And this game is a little bit special to me. It's still in early access and there's still a lot of work to be done. But it's basically your not standard exploration. You start off in a post apocalyptic kind of world, sail off into sea, try to survive. Hopefully, you might end up returning back in one piece without eating all your crewmates. This game it starts off with a rather extensive character creation in the beginning, where you don't create the looks, you just create the background, history, or motives, goals, stuff like that. And then you start off with one small ship with barely anything to do was barely anything in it to use one crew, one gunner, and one ship mascot that absolutely hates your guts. The game is, as I said, it's about trying to survive in the wide open Z. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be called C, but I say Z because that's how it's written in the game. In every piece of text, they use the word Z a lot, and it's getting on my nerves. So basically, um, you go out, start off in London, go out, fight monsters, explore islands, talk to people. Of course, you don't have to fight monsters because this is mainly about survival. But I'll talk a little bit about combat first because it's kinda not ordinary. The game focuses a lot on illumination because everything is very very dark. So first you have to use flares and seek and destroy methods to increase the illumination on the enemy. Once it's high enough, you can shoot it, and the enemy tries to do the same. So you have to evade his gaze and stuff like that. But there's also you can observe the enemy to gain observation points. So after you defeat them, there's more options to on what to do with the defeated enemy. For monsters, you can usually cut them up for supplies, eat them up, throw them away, maybe observe them to learn a little something new, and knowledge is the key in this game. In enemy ships, you can take all what you want and sink it, or you can use it to do something else. There's a lot of luck challenges, kind of, where you can perform certain actions, but it's all based on your points, hearts, veils, locks, stuff like that. And as I said, this game is more like survival. The sea is not a place to take lightly. Sorry, the Z is not a place to take lightly. You might die. You will die. Sorry about that. You will die. Fuel burns so quickly you'll be burning an entire barrel before you leave London shore. And there's this terror factor. The longer you're out, the more you see, the more your terror factor increases. When your terror increases, you start seeing nightmares, hallucinating. Your crew might rebel against you. Interesting stuff happens. Of course, you can go back to London and do all sort of things. Rest, sleep, explore, get recruit people, meet with shadowy figures. There's the government, so they're good. He's just like the shadows. Of course, you can trade with people, trade stuff. And there's a weird thing about this world. Exploration in it is amazing. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. This world, I'm not sure exactly what happened to London, but dying has become too hard. The only way to truly die in this game, in this world, is that you have to go out into the Z. So there's zombies everywhere, kind of, and outside you might find weird stuff, weird things, some sick monsters. But I'm not showing them on video. And dying, which will happen eventually, leads into something interesting. You get to pass on something from your experience to the next one, to the next captain. But I leave that to the end of the video. The game's still in early access, so it's very, very limited. If you go far right, you will eventually cross a line where the game tells you that everything from here on is not finished. So, yeah, I'm really waiting for it. It's right now for $13 in early access. early access. So I don't think so. I'll wait for the full release if I were you. And yeah, bye.